Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy Q Flash back again with another video. And yeah, I know it's been a while, but we're back now. And today I'm going to be showing you how to mix beats on FL Studio, like I promised I would do. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So this is a beat I made some days ago, a couple of days ago, and yeah, it's small. I'm a piano. I know someone asked me to do something more electronic and stuff, but so far I haven't been able to make an electronic beat, and I think Amapiano qualifies as electronic too somehow. And so yeah, let's just do with that, and maybe next time I'll get into actual EDM and stuff. So yeah, so let's just go through it. And the beat is already mixed. I already mixed it, so today I'm just going to be doing like a breakdown. So it's going to be more of a breakdown of a mix. So yeah, and let's do a little preview. Let's do a little preview of the beat, then get into the making and the mixing.
Hey, yo, keep that. What you cooking, bro?
Yeah, so that's what the beat sounds like, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. So let's get into the production side of it first, then yeah, get into the mix. So the first thing I started with on this beat was the piano, the keys, of course, and the plugin I use is the plugin from Arturia called Piano V2. And the preset I use here, because it's a really cool piano and has a lot of presets, as you can see here. So I went with this American Grey Road piano, and yeah, let's just get into it. So this is what it sounds like on its own. Yeah, and yeah, that's what the piano sounds like basically. And as you can see here, I'm doing a little bit of gain staging on most of these tracks, so that by the time it hits the mixer, it's really pretty much balanced. And yeah, from there, the only thing I do is add in my effects and yeah, just balance it out a little bit more. Next plugin I use is Purity, and this is a sound that's mostly used in Amapiano, in like a lot of Amapiano songs. And it's called the tremolo signal under. It's called the tremolo signal under the slow sync presets. And this is what it sounds like. Yeah, so it's a tremolo. It's just a tremolo sound. And then next thing I did here was I used one shot. This one shot I got from my Amapiano kit, and yeah, it's mostly used in like more modern Amapiano beats, like new school. I think in like older versions of Amapiano beats they will use, or in the Nigerian Amapiano sound that we know and love, Afro piano. They mostly use like a a saxophone, something like that. A saxophone, which just plays the same pattern. So this is what it sounds like. and this the parts I created with that. Yeah, so just playing one note all over, just playing one note over and over again, over and over again. And yeah, next thing I used was this GMS stuff, this GMS synth. So it's called the Chip Tune App LS. That's what it's called, and this is what it sounds like. Yeah, sounds very electronic. And if you notice on this beat, I'm using a lot of like just one note, like just pulling notes that just pull throughout the beat. And yeah, that's for like tension, like creating tension inside the beat. Next thing I did was added this bass sound, and it's from the same Amapiano pack. And yeah, it's an Amapiano bass, and this is what it sounds like. So these the parts and I created with that, trying to like follow the piano parts. And then for the patterns, let's go into the playlist a little bit because I use a lot of loops here. And for the drum loops, here I think this is shaker. Okay, more like a hat. It's more like an open hi hat, just playing throughout. Next thing is this sound. Yeah, another open hi hat pattern. Just yeah, coming and going. You know how open hi hats work, right? Next thing, this kick. Yeah, it's a 4/4 kick, just like adding to the groove of the song. Next thing, this sound. Yeah, and then next thing, this other sound here. Yeah, then these. Yeah, that's a loop, like a percussion loop, just adding to the groove of the whole song, you know. Then the shaker. Then then these two another loop, drum percussion loop to just yeah add to the vibe a little bit more on the groove and just glue everything together. Then I have these drum parts in which I created, and I'll show you that in solo too. Yeah, so I guess that's everything for the drums. These the snare parts in here. Yeah, just simple stuff. Next thing I created on the patterns were the lock drums, and which plays like this. Let me solo this out. Yeah, and I had to stack the lock drum up with this plugin also from the DX10. You know, that's where we get the lock drum preset from. This DX10 plugin, and so I had to add like a little sub bass to it to add to the sub of the lock drum. You know, the other one has some sub, but not really enough. And I wanted the lock drum to sound heavy, so I added this preset to it. It's called the FM sub plugin, and this is what I did. Yeah, so the same parts, and if you don't listen to them like on studio monitors or with like good headphones, you won't be able to tell the sound or to hear the sound. So together, this is what it sounds like. Yeah, just adding to the weight of the bass, you know. The next thing I did was I added this loop. Yeah, so it's the same snare pattern from before, but I just added this cowbell to it. Yeah, to just add some vibe towards when it gets less to like the chorus part of the beat. And that's all for the patterns. And yeah, here just basic stuff. This and okay, I didn't use this. This is just like the standard Amapiano riser, standard Amapiano transition. Yeah, used in a lot of Amapiano songs. Then I added some loops to it. Yeah, just samples to like hold everything together some more. Added some chop cuts, some vocal chops. Added a roll. Oh my bad. That's my tag, my second tag. And yeah, I think this is the roll here. Yeah. Regular Amapiano slash Afrobeat roll. And then some more vocal chops. Yeah, some more vocal samples to act like transitions and stuff in some parts. Added this flute loop and some snare rolls. You know, my piano has a lot of like snare rolls and stuff. Added some guitar loops too, just to add to yeah the vibe and to just change the beat in some places to not be like too repetitive and stuff. You know, and more guitar loops here too. And these are little saxophone loop saxophone solo loop for like the bridge part of the song. And another row here. Yeah, so that was everything like that was everything about the production part of the mix. So let's get into the mixing section of the video. So yeah, let's get into the mixer and see what's going on there. Yeah, so as you can see here, I have more gain staging, more balancing done in the mixer, being done in the mixer to like just get everything to sit on top of each other well and make the mix more cohesive, you know, because that's like that's the basic about mixing, the basic thing about mixing, gets everything to sound good together, you know. And I think the most important thing to do while when mixing is like leveling stuff and balancing stuff out, you know. So yeah, let's start here with the drums and see what's going on there. Yeah. So here on the drums, in the drum section of the mix, we can see that I've done some panning here and there and some more leveling here. That's from after leveling from like after doing gain staging from the channel racks and stuff. I've come here to the mixer and done some more leveling. Yeah, let's start with the kick. So as you can see here, my kick is hitting minus 9 dB on the master, and that's a good and healthy level. And what I have here is an EQ, a Fab Filter Pro Q4, and what I'm doing here is just rolling off 30 hertz. I'm just rolling off 30 hertz here from the low section. That's the high pass filter. I have this high pass filter here rolling off 30 hertz, and a low pass filter up here cutting up to 5k, like just taking out some of the unwanted high end, like you can see here. And the reason for rolling off this low end here up to 30 hertz is because of rumble. You know, like I keep saying, you might play the song in a club or somewhere or a place that has like bigger speakers, like a festival or something, and yeah, the low end just starts rumbling and just taking up everything, and also rolling off this unwanted low end or this low end that you can't really hear helps the mix. Like it can help you during mastering, like helps you get louder masters and stuff. Yeah, so that's the reason for cutting off all that stuff. Next thing is this. Yeah, this other low end stuff, and since it's not really interfering with anything in the mix and it has no problem, I've just done some leveling to it, just taken down a couple of dBs. I think I've taken down minus 3 dB, minus 3.5 dB for me. So just yeah. Yeah, and here on the shakers, I have taken out this frequency. Yeah, just this whistle frequency that's like causing just this whistle frequency that causes that's causing some resonance to it. Yeah, causing some resonance. And I've taken it out from 11k and just created some space with this high pass filter here, cutting up to 600 hertz and some balancing. I've cut here 5 dB. Yeah, and I've just panned this hi hat to pant it to the left, 70% to the left, and the open hi hat about 70% to the right. You know, just doing some panning stuff and just getting everything sound good together equally. Oh, and these snares. Yeah, I've just done some cuts here. Here I've just rolled off some low end with this high pass filter. And I think here is the same thing too. Oh. Okay, with these deeper snare that sounds too like a tom. I've just added a reverb to it to just get it to sound a little bit weird and a little bit wet, and yeah, just sound like transition, just make things sound a little bit different. And I've routed all the drums to a drum bus, as you can see here. All of this is routed to this drum bus here. And on the drum bus, I just have these three plugins. I have this API. I have this API EQ, which is just adding some stuff to drums as a whole. And I think I used a preset from here. Yeah, I used a preset from here called drum kit. Then just tweak a little bit of stuff, just to yeah. So I boosted a little bit of the high, just a little bit boost, a little bit of boost in the mid section, and yeah, a boost at the low end section. Yeah, which just brings the drum. It just makes the drums come alive a little bit more. Just pushes them forward a little bit more. Then I have my compressor here. Just do I think minus 1 dB of gain reduction. Yeah, just holding everything together. And I have a limiter to just like taking out some of those peaks. Just leveling the drums out a little bit more. Yeah, so as you can see, it's just doing minus 1.5 dB of gain reduction here, just shaving off those peaks, like those elements of the drums that are picking out. So yeah. Then next let's get into the music, or to the effects, because I always structure my mixes most times. Drums, effects, bass, and then music, then vocals if there's any vocals. So these are the effects I have here. Yeah, like I said, this Ama piano effect, this regular Ama piano effect. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not really doing anything other than fixing the volume. Other than fixing the volume, I just leveling the stuff too. And I have this other effect here, which is a roll. And with this roll, I'm not really doing anything to it, just gain, yeah, just taking out the gain. It's not even routed to any mixer track, so yeah. And I have this row to this second row here. Yeah, and here too, I'm just doing some leveling to it, as you can see here. Just doing some leveling. So yeah, sounded good already. So that's all. I think these two, because I use this vocal here. This is a vocal here, but I used it more as an effect, transition effect. So yeah, I'm doing nothing to it also, just a little bit of gain staging and stuff. Then these vocal chop. Yeah, but this vocal chop routed to the music bus. It's more like a musical element in the beat. So yeah, as you can see, I've rolled up to 184 hertz to just leave all that low end, because it's a high vocal, so it doesn't really have a lot of low end information. So I've just rolled that off. Then this resonance here at 441 hertz. Yeah, just taking that off. And it's a steep cut too, so I just want to affect only that resonance part. And these two. Yeah, at about 800 hertz or 900 hertz. 889 hertz. And with these, I've just taken out minus 2 dB. Minus 2 dB of gain reduction, just to make it sound more consistent and cleaner. Yeah, so that's what it sounds like. Then next, this other vocal, this sample. Yeah, so this sample I just turned it down and just turned it down because I didn't want it to be too loud in the song, and I just wanted it to add like some eeriness to the song, just to give that eerie vibe to it. So, and I've not done anything with it in the mixer track, so it's just this sample and the gain staging together. Then yeah, it's routed to the music bus also. Then let's see. Since we've started with the music, might as well just finish before get into the other elements. Let's look at this piano here. Yeah, so this piano here, I've just done some EQing to it. So I've rolled up the low end up to 46 hertz, just to take out some of that unwanted bass, which is going to cause rumble. Then done like a broad cut here around 111 hertz to take out some of the unwanted muddiness, because it sounds a little bit muddy. And I've just done 1.59 dB there, and I've done another broad cut here at 218 hertz. Yeah, because I heard some resonance there, and yeah, I heard some resonance there, and I didn't want it to be a really broad cut, a really steep cut. So, and then I'm not even taking out a lot. I'm just taking out like point 0.8 dB here. So that's what the piano sounds like. And if you look here at the master, on the master, it's hitting minus 18. So, which means that's a healthy level. That's a healthy level for the piano. Next, let's go this tremolo. So with the tremolo, I've done some cuts, rolled up low end up to 101 hertz, because there's not a lot of low end information there too, which is useful. Taking out this 400, this 244 hertz, taking out one minus 1.5 dB from here, taking out 1.8 dB from here too. So yeah, so that's just it for that. Then I've added a reverb to it, and I'm using Going White here. There's a preset here in Valhalla Supermassive called Going White, and this Valhalla Supermassive is a fire reverb plugin, and it's free, by the way. So yeah, if you're interested, you can go get it and yeah, start messing around with it, because he has some really cool presets and some really cool sounds and characters. So this preset is called Going White, and I've just turned down the mix knob here to 50.4. Then I've added wider to it, 41%. Set it wide, made it spread it a little bit more to the sides, 41%. And wider too is a free plugin by Polyverse. Go get it too and then mess with it. It's like a stereo shaping plugin. So yeah. The next thing I have here is this other tremolo sound, which I'm not doing nothing to except gain staging and stuff. Let's look at this flute next. Yeah. So with this flute, I'm just doing adding some reverb to it, and the reverb I'm using is the Fruity reverb. That's a stock reverb from Fruity Loop Studios, and here I just driven the wet knob up to 85%, boosted added the size to about 69%, and That's all I've done here. No low cut, no high cut, and no decay. I've just that's all. I've just left it like that, and I've panned it to the left because I wanted to create some space and stuff. And remember that all the musical instruments are routed to a music bus. So yeah, I'm going to get into that too. Yeah. Next, let's look at this guitar sound here. Yeah. So this guitar sound, this guitar loop, what I've done to it is I've just added a reverb from Valhalla. I know some people will be wondering why I'm using like many different types of reverbs or two different types of reverbs for like different parts of the song. And it's just because different reverbs have different characters that they add to the song. So yeah, like these reverb, I cannot really explain the kind of character that it adds to these, but I hear something different than when I use an FL than the FL reverb. And yeah, for some people too, because I've gotten some of these questions like a bunch of times. Like people ask me like, what plugins do I use so they can go get them and stuff and stuff. And I'm like, if you use FL Studio or any other DAW, I think they have some pretty solid plugins already built into them. Like FL Studio, for example, has a bunch of different reverbs. Like they have the Valhalla. My bad. They have like the Fruity reverb. They have the Fruity Convolver, and they have the Lux reverb. If you're using an FL Studio version from I think 21, from 21 upward, yeah, they have this Lux reverb plugin, which all sound fire and stuff, and you can like get them first to use your stock plugins normally and tweak and this and that and just yeah get familiar with them. I think you can achieve like amazing sounds with just the stock plugins and stuff. So yeah, for everybody who yeah don't like rush into getting plugins and buying some crazy expensive plugins, which when you have like really dope plugins at your disposal too, man. You know, yeah. So with this, I just use a preset here called Forward Reverb, Forward Reverb, and like I mentioned earlier, Viola Supermassive is a free plugin, or I think I got it for free. I don't know if it's free now or if it's still free and stuff. So free plugin from Valhalla. So yeah, go definitely check it out. So this is the preset here, and it has a lot of presets also, like fire presets and stuff. They have these folders and mini folders and stuff. So here I just turned down the mix knob to 25%, and then the low cut I just cut it to 110 hertz, and the high cut I think I just left to do it was 73, 30, stuff like that. So yeah, that is the preset I use here, and the next thing I use is this delay, which is a fruity stock delay, fruity delay too. There's the 2 and the 3, and all of them are fire and stuff. And I'm more familiar with the 2, so I use the 2 more than the 3. But yeah, they're all fire, especially for like mixing vocals and stuff. Like I always use this. And yeah, I just use a regular quarter note delay, which is that's 4.00, and the volume is turned up to 57 because I wanted the feedback. I wanted the guitar to have a little feedback. I didn't just want it to just die out. Like, yeah. So as you can hear, he has that tail. He has that delay tail, which just keeps it a little bit more. It sounds interesting in the song. Sounds interesting in the song, like in the context of the whole music. Then let's look at this saxophone here. Yeah. So this is the saxophone for the bridge part, and yeah, I'm just doing a little stuff to it. This is a Fab Filter Pro for. I'm just rolling off some low end up to 167, 57 hertz, because it doesn't have a lot of low end information. I'm doing a cut here to get this resonant frequency here at 500 hertz. Doing another curve here at 900 hertz to get some more resonance. Yeah, and I'm cutting some here again at 1000 and another here at 2000 hertz. Then I'm doing a little boost here just to boost some air to it. At 7K, I'm doing a boost here. A 1.9 dB boost. Yeah, and I've panned this saxophone to the right, 61% to the right, just to create space and stuff too. And then these, yeah, these from GMS, this sound from GMS. So I've just turned the volume down, and so I'm doing a little cut here with the parametric EQ, so from FL stock still. So I'm cutting up to 121 hertz here, and I'm doing a little deep here at 967 hertz, and yeah, just cutting some high end to just up to 4K. Yeah, I guess that's all for like the musical instruments, for like the music and stuff. So let's get into the music bust first. Let's see what I'm doing. So on the music bus here, all I have is just a compressor to just glue everything together, every musical element together, and I'm getting. Yeah, so I'm barely even hitting up to 1 dB. I'm barely even hitting up to 1 dB of gain reduction here. So, yeah, which is it's a good spot too. And it sounds great because I'm not doing a lot of compression and stuff. So, means the song still has it still maintains a lot of its dynamics and stuff, you know. Then let's get into the bass elements. So, this is the first bass sound I have here. Yeah, just the regular piano bass, like I said in the beginning. And all I'm doing here is just cutting out minus 25. I'm just cutting out 25 hertz here. Yeah, just that rumble. So if you're listening with headphones, like really good headphones, or with studio monitors, you'll be able to hear this rumble. Studio monitors which have a subwoofer, you'll be able to hear this rumble well and stuff. And me, I cannot really hear it, so I'm just cutting it off, just roll it off, just for like it's like a safety measure, you know. It's like a safety measure for me. So since I can't really hear it, especially with my monitors, because with my headphones, yeah, I can get a little bit of it, which which is enough for me to know if it's good or bad. So it's just a safety measure. I just cut it off, just take it out, you know. Yeah. So that's all I'm doing for that, and I've routed all of the bass to a bass bus. So next thing here is my log drums. Let's see. The same thing here. I'm just cutting out up to 30. Just cutting out to 30 hertz, you know. Like I said, the safety measure for me. And a little bit of leveling. A little bit of leveling too. Like you can see the mixer is not exactly at 0. So this is a sub log drum. Like this FM sub bass. Just adding support to the log drum. Doing the same thing. Cutting out up to 30 hertz. So together, this is what they sound like. and all of them are being routed to the bass bus, and this is what I have on the bass bus. Another compressor to just glue everything. Because for the mix to sound cohesive, it has to be glued together. The mix has to be glued together. All the separate instruments have to be glued together to act as one part of the song. So that's like my own, like that's my thought process when it comes to like mixing stuff together. Even with vocals and everything, they have to be glued together to sound very cohesive and stuff. But not but you don't have to minimize the volume, like how loud or how low it is. Damn, it's raining. Damn. So I just have a compressor on the channel, which is not really doing a lot. Yeah, it's not really doing a lot except when the log drums hit the end, because at the end part it has like a roll to it, and which, like I said, with bass, I said in another video, with like bass instruments, the bass instruments, the higher they get in the frequency, on the frequency chart, on the frequency, how can I say, damn, I can't even find the words to explain it. But the higher they get in frequency, yeah, the louder they become. In a way, for me, that's what I've noticed, and yeah, I'm still noticing it. Like during the roll part, since it's a higher frequency and stuff, and more notes, yeah, you see it gets louder, and so the compressor compresses that part of it. So this compressor is just catching the peaks and stuff. And then I have a limiter here too, just to shave those really really crazy peaks. Yeah, so that's what it sounds like with all the processing, and that's basically it. That's how I mix this beat and stuff. And if you notice here on the mixer channel, you see I didn't use a lot of plugins and stuff. So most times people, when people get into mixing, they just use a lot of plugins. They just use plugins to, for using plugin sake. That's how I call it sometimes. They just use plugins because they have the plugin and they want to use the plugin, or they feel that they should use the plugin. But most times it's not really necessary. It, like, let's say 60% of the times it's not really necessary. So what you have to do when you're mixing is just use your ears first. That's the most important part. Use your ears, then use your eyes too, because your eyes too help. I see some people saying use your ears and stuff, which is true. It's true. Use your ears, like your ears should be the most used instrument when mixing. Your ears should be the most used instruments when mixing. But your eyes too can guide you on the choices to make, and also the level, how to set your levels and stuff too, you know, especially when it comes in relation to like the mastering side of it. Yeah, your eyes can help you a lot. So yeah, that's basically the mix. That's basically the mix breakdown and the production breakdown of the song. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, share the video, and if this is your first time, subscribe. Yeah, and comment down below what you want to see next, or what you want to see. And I know someone commented on a previous video about the recording process, and yeah, how I start my process from like the recording section of it, from the recording side of things. And like, I mean, like everything, like he just wants the tips, or like the whole recording breakdown, everything live. I think that's what the person wants, and yeah, I'll get into that, I think, in the next video. And guys, let me know what you want to see next, or what you want to learn next. And for those who keep commenting and telling me that they are learning stuff, I'm really happy for you, and that's what motivates me to keep doing videos like this, like just helping everybody in the community. And yeah, because we're building a community here, definitely. So guys, let's get to 100 subscribers. We are almost there. Please like the video, share the video, and yeah. And if you have any song you want mixed and stuff, send it to me. I'll link my email down below, and yeah, I'm doing a couple of free mixes, man. Let's say 4 or 5 mixes for free. Just send it and yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, we can learn more from each other. I'd like to hear your stuff and work on stuff with you guys. Let's collaborate. So hit me up if you want anything, and you want the song mix for free or stamps and everything. Yeah, just hit me up, man. Let's work. Let's work. Let's start working together. Let's start working together. Yeah. So thank you guys, and let's listen to the mix and yeah.